morning, colonies, and you are watching a Colonial News Network newscast. I'm your anchor, Jonathan Lawson, for some breaking news. There is currently a nationwide textile shortage that started earlier this August of 1768 because Boston merchants have signed a non-importation agreement in which they pledge not to import or sell British goods. However, our news team can exclusively reveal that the Daughters of Liberty are currently dealing with the situation. Who are the Daughters of Liberty, you may ask? Well, the Daughters of Liberty, along with their male counterparts, the Sons of Liberty, are underground organizations of patriots that were originally founded to protest the Stamp Act. Both groups are brave and willing to resort to extra legal means if necessary to end British tyranny. For example, the Sons of Liberty have ransacked the houses of British officials and used threats and intimidation to force many tax collectors out of town. Additionally, their clubs coordinate their activities and provide an intercolonial network that may help to forge unity. As for the Daughters of Liberty, they have become instrumental in upholding the boycott against British goods, particularly where tea is concerned. Currently, in wake of the aforementioned textile shortage, the Daughters of Liberty are holding mass spinning bees in various colonial locations to make homespun substitutes. We will now go to Sierra for an on-site interview.
Good morning, everyone. Today we're in Massachusetts at the Boston Harbor. We are here before the secret agenda of the Boston Tea Party planned by the Sons of Liberty. Over here we have a fellow member of the Sons of Liberty. Sir, what is your name?
Oh, good morning. I am John Hancock. I'm here to help my fellow men in the protest against the horrible British men.
Oh, how are you planning this meeting with the Sons of Liberty?
Well, since the arrival of Dartmouth, the ship that carries the East India Company tea, on November 28, 1773, the Sons of Liberty had a meeting of how to keep the tea from being unloaded.
Very interesting, but I must ask, why the name American Clothing?
Oh, well, we're trying to disguise ourselves as Native Americans, but more as a symbol to the British that we are now Americans.
Very cool.
Oh, hello, Mr. Hancock. Oh, am I interrupting something?
Not at all, Miss Sampson. What can I do for you on this fine morning?
I just wanted to say how wonderful you and the rest of the Sons of Liberty are doing. There are hundreds of Sons of people here.
Good morning, Miss Sampson. How do you feel about this protest of freedom?
I feel absolutely amazing. The protest of the Sons of Liberty, the Daughters of Liberty is finally going to be a big in history.
Looks like we're almost out of time. Is there anything you want to say?
Yes, after the protest comes down and gets some fresh tea made from the Daughters of Liberty, it's 100% American.
Amazing. Well, you heard it here, folks. Come down to the Boston Harbor today to see a protest of the century.
Thank you, Sierra. Now we will break for a short commercial.
Hello. Today I am walking around the town supporting our new Liberty tea, made with fresh herbs and raspberry. And the best part, it's not Boston tea. Now here I'm walking around town and I'm about to go ask a few town members what they think. I had just walked to town to find some supporters of our new Liberty tea, which is freshly made, right, Bandy? Absolutely. Now which one do you think is better, Boston tea or Liberty tea? Boston tea. No, Boston. Why is that the wrong answer, Randy? Boston tea was thrown in the harbor. Exactly. Horrible. Bad people, too. Liberty tea, better cause, better taste, and it's made by Liberty woman herself.
Welcome back, colonists. Now we will move on to our second story of the day. Take it away, Emmy.
Reports have come in stating that on December 16, 1773, 1,800 pounds of tea were dumped into the Boston Harbor. The tea was being shipped from the East India Company, which had been nearing bankruptcy because of colonial boycotts on British goods. The British Prime Minister, Lord Frederick North, had attempted to save the company from financial collapse by creating the Tea Act earlier in the year. The Tea Act, our sources have reported, allows the East India Company to sell tea to colonials completely free of the taxes that must be paid by colonial merchants. Because of these changes, colonial merchants have been, for lack of a better phrase, kicked out of the trade. Colonial profit has had a harsh decrease, and that has had poor economic impact on colonial tea companies and all their workers. British officials were hoping that this act would be generally accepted by the colonies. However, this was not the case. It has been reported that some colonists were extremely angered by the changes of the Tea Act. Some groups, such as the Sons and Daughters of Liberty, have taken to a more violent form of protesting. Their most recent protest occurred a few days ago on December 16th. Witnesses have stated that the colonial protesters disguised themselves as Mohawk Indians and boarded the East India Company ships. They then proceeded to dump around 1,800 pounds of tea into the Boston Harbor in Massachusetts. People are calling this the Boston Tea Party.
Thank you, Emmy. That's all the time we have for today. So remember, colonists, stay safe and keep on fighting for independence.